Hi everybody, welcome back. Alright, so I just wanted to share with you my thoughts on the BAO Organizer by Stickiiclub. I was gifted this by my husband for an anniversary. I was not expecting on getting this just because it is a pretty pricey organizer when it comes to, cases as a category. I wasn't planning on getting it. Thought it was cool, but I wasn't planning on getting it, but my husband gave it to me as a gift. And so just wanted to kind of give you a review of what my thoughts are. Unfortunately, since I've gotten it, I really have not had time to take it out on cafe journaling test runs. So I really can't tell you the practicality of that. I plan on doing that soon when I can actually get to the cafe. But in the meantime, I wanted to show you just size comparison to how much you can fit into it. Does it seem worth it so far, based on initial impressions? So, Stickiiclub came out with this. I didn't really do my research, so I don't have too much information for you. I can just link it down below for you. So I think it's a collaboration. I really couldn't say, because I saw the announcement on the Stickiiclub Instagram, but I really didn't pay attention too much to it. So I believe the color that I got is supposed to be sky blue. I think it's supposed to be like the light blue version. But it's actually coming off more gray in person, like a nice soft, dove gray. And then it's got the lavender zipper lining, which is very pretty. So I kind of like that pop of color. I believe it's vegan, so it is not made of real leather. It definitely feels kind of like that soft, like kind of man-made material. And it's got the BAO kind of stamped in there with a short handle, which I actually really like that feature of. Kind of gives it that suitcase feel. Just the one zipper that goes along all the way around. And then plain on the back. It is structured on the bottom. So you got a hard bottom right here and a hard top. But all around is kind of just squishy, so you can probably stuff it to the gills and, it'll expand a little bit and work with you. It's a really soft material, and what's really nice about this is you do get a nice little dust bag with it. So actually my husband and I were joking about how with fancy bags, it's fancy when it comes with its own dust bag. So I do appreciate that little touch of it coming with its own dust bag. And the reason why I say that is because of this material. And like I said, I have not based this off of actually taking it somewhere, but based on the softness of this material, my worry is that this is actually going to snag very easily. And considering it's also not real leather, which real leather has a bit more of that durability, and it just seems like a harder kind of material where you don't have to worry too much about it snagging. This is soft enough that I actually kind of worry about that, as well as the leather being marked by ink or pens or something like that, just because I have a lighter color. So with the kind of added bonus of getting a dust bag, I would probably use the dust bag to transport this around, which kind of defeats the purpose of this being, you carry it around looking cute. But just as a personal preference, because it's such a light color and this, vegan leather is just not something that ages well in my experience, I would worry about this scratching, snagging, getting marked up, but that's just my personal preference. So that's what it looks like. Going the other way, it's not going to show the entire thing on camera, but that's just the size of my tripod. So I will do my best to show you kind of what can fit in here. So zipper wise, it's a pretty all right zipper. It's not the smoothest zipper, but it doesn't snag. And I think it snagged a little bit when I first got it, but you kind of, after opening it several times, it does smooth out. So I think it was just because it was a new zipper. I've already got some stuff packed in here, but I will show you what inserts my husband got with this case. So maybe I'll just kind of start with that. They did send me a nice thank you note, or my husband, for supporting the launch. So that was a pretty card. And then they included some cool sticker sheets as well. So that was nice of them. And then before I get into it, I wanted to show you the inserts that you can buy separately to customize how you want to organize everything. And so one of them was the zipper pouch. So just one large zipper pouch. Pouch with card holder. So I actually have 2 of those. And then one top opening pouch. And those you all buy separately to customize. So when you unzip it, you get this initial flap where you have an adjustable elastic band, which I was very surprised is quite sturdy. It's thick too, so you can, you know, load it up pretty well. I wasn't too sure about this initially when I saw the PR for it, because I was thinking it wasn't really gonna hold anything in. I would feel like, you know, opening it, things would just flop around. But this is actually a very sturdy elastic, and it's got these built-in studs on the corners too, so you can adjust the elastic to however you want, which is great. So you can stuff it to your heart's content. So just to kind of give you an idea, I added a notebook, some sticky notes, and nothing is flopping around. It's pretty sturdy. I've seen iterations of people putting in, you know, pens and things like that, and look, it's not moving around. So that is another feature that kind of surprised me, which was nice. You get this attached ring binder feature here. And so I've added some inserts in here that weren't included as options. They were just part of the Stickiiclub kits that I used to get monthly. So this is the top loading card holder. And just to kind of give you an idea, this has got the zip pouch at the top. I think this is my favorite, and I think my husband knew too, so that's why he got 2 of these for me. That it's got that nice handy pouch that's broken down to this top section here, card holders back here, and then back here. So you can fit quite a lot of washi cards if you wanted, or journal bits, journal cards. I've stuffed this is a washi card that's got a pretty thick amount of washi in it, and this fits it perfectly. This is a basic size gift card as well, so just to kind of give you an idea how much you can really thicken up your washi cards. This is the basic gift card size with a lot of washi, and it fits with lots of room to still grow. And then this is just a business card with, you know, regular amount of washi that you would put on a washi card, and it fits with lots of room to grow. So I really like that zip pouch top loading feature of that card holder. This is a pouch that comes with the monthly Stickiiclub subscriptions if you subscribe. These are really handy because it is a 6-ring binder style. It's got this top loading little pocket with the cover, so you can put sticker flakes in there if you want. This is big enough for you to put a washi card in if you want, or other things. And then it's got this top loading second half of the pocket pouch for you to stick in other things. And I believe you can actually go to their site and purchase these separately in a pack too, so That's really nice. And then it's got this top loading portion at the top. Another one of those card holders that you can buy to go with the kit. This is the zipper pouch. Exactly, just kind of your basic zipper pouch, but I've used to store some acrylic stamps, just to give you an idea. And is this the one that has the... No, this is it. Okay. This next one is the top loading pouch, which I've stuffed a bunch of stickers in, but what I wanted to point out is these two, the zip pouch and the top loading pouch, which you can buy separately to customize with the BAO kit, seem to be made of the same material. So I believe it's like a manufacturing thing. It's just kind of like this soft, really pliable, bendy, satiny material. No, velvety almost. And it's a completely different material versus the top loading pouch with the card holders. This is like that hard plastic that you would get that's just slightly thicker and sturdier than the Stickiiclub pouches. So if you have the Stickiiclub pouches, that'll give you an idea of what that material feels like. This is just like that harder plastic. And it would be nice if they made these pouches the same, just so it doesn't flop around. And I don't know if it's just because of mine, but my top loading pouch, the holes aren't punched in the exact same place to fit the rings, and so it tends to pull and catch. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know how when you try to manually punch your own holes and you miss it by just like a centimeter, and so the hole is slightly off and it doesn't quite fit the ring? That's what it feels like with this pouch. So that kind of drives me a little nuts because it just catches all the time. But that's the only one that does that. So keep that in mind if you do get the top loading pouch or the zip pouch. It's not as sturdy, it's not as structured, in case you prefer that kind of organization for your stickers. And so that I've got following just a couple more of those Stickiiclub monthly kit organizers in here. So to give you an idea of what this looks like in the base of this, as I mentioned, it's soft on the sides, so there's no structure to it. You can kind of stuff it as much as you want or stuff as little as you want. But it is, you know, I honestly couldn't even tell you how deep this is. Let's see. It's 2 inches deep. So you get a lot of room to play with in terms of stuffing this. And in here, I just kind of put general, like, here's a pouch full of pens and markers. I've got my stamps in here. I can stuff some washi. And so you do have to leave some room in here for this binder piece to, you know, move and get in. So in terms of stuffing it, you really want to leave that space for it to move, but you're able to still put in quite a bit. I would say that with the type of material it is and how I mentioned not wanting to mark it or accidentally get marks on it, I wouldn't put stamps on it directly. Like, I've used this stamp, and even though I've cleaned it as best as I could, I feel like after a while this material is going to absorb stamp ink from it traveling around if I just put that in there and carried my case around. And so if I were to carry stamps like this, even like my little ink pads, I feel like I would put them in a little baggie or something to separate that from rubbing against this material. And so that's just kind of my thoughts about that. So I feel like if you really wanted to carry like a lot of pens, these cases are really great too. So if you have something that's a little bit more structured and flat, that could sit on top. You could easily fit a traveler's notebook in here with room to move that flap around. And then carry some various things like, you know, glue stick. You can just stick that in there. Scissors. I can stick my stamps in there. I mean, you can fit quite a lot in here to go take this with you out nature journaling to a cafe or something. And keep in mind, you also have all this space right here. You do not need to carry around all these pouches either, but this alone with these inserts allows you to carry lots of paper bits with you. This would be a great organizer for like your bullet journaling. If you needed just a desk organizer to keep all of your stuff, and then you can easily just take all your supplies and go with you to a cafe to just work on your planner, your bullet journal. I think this would be just a great way to just keep everything on hand and ready to go, because, you know, they have those binders with like sturdier cloth or fabric pouches that you can just put all your pens and pencils in. I think that would be a really, really great system to utilize. So price-wise, I think if you are really into organizers, organizing your stationery, yes, it would be worth the money to spend to use this case. But I would really evaluate how often you're going to use it realistically, and just whether you think this is like an investment or it's just kind of like a trend because everybody's hyping about it. And this would be a great gift for somebody who just really enjoys organizing their supplies and finding little pouches to put all their things in. And yes, I would think that would be worth the money. Now, if you're somebody who's just kind of on the fence and you do acknowledge that you could get influenced by the hype and, you know, you've got a system that works for you, then I would say maybe hold off. Wait a while before you jump in and get a case, because this is a little on the pricier side when it comes to journal supply organizers and pencil cases, you know, in terms of compared to like if I were to just buy this pouch, or if I were to buy, you know, just like any kinds of pouches. I just feel like this is a little bit more on the pricey side. But I like that you can fit your traveler's notebook in here. So honestly, if you were to like take this on a road trip, you can travel with it. All of your stuff is in the one kit, and I quite enjoy that. So I wouldn't even have to have like a separate bag or anything, because my notebook is in here, all my supplies, and then I can just take it to go. So those are my thoughts. I'm not being sponsored at all. Like I said, this was gifted to me. Just wanted to give you my honest opinion, if it's worth it. So I got it as a gift, so I definitely appreciate the gift, and I am excited to use it and take it out. But if I were to like consider this, I probably wouldn't buy it, just because I know I've got a lot of other kit systems that I enjoy. So there you go. I hope that helps in any way. I just wanted to give you my honest opinion on I don't know, the hype around the BAO case. So leave comments below if you have questions or if you have comments, if you enjoy yours, if you got it, if you're considering it. I'm really curious. Just seems like in the sticker community, if you follow Stickiiclub, it just seems like the thing to get right now. But I try not to really get caught up in the hype, so I'm curious to see what you think about it. All right, guys, thanks for sticking around this long review. I hope you're doing well, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.